you ever seen someone who looked so quiet, so small, so fragile, that you'd never imagine the strength hiding inside them? This is the story of a shy little girl who walked into a dojo with trembling hands and downcast eyes. Everyone thought she was too timid, too soft, too weak to belong there. But when a black belt decided to make her the center of a cruel joke, the room discovered a truth that no one would ever forget. Stay with me, because what happened next turned humiliation into inspiration, leaving even the strongest fighter flat on the ground. The dojo buzzed with energy that afternoon. Students stretched, sparred, and laughed among themselves. Among them sat Maya, a quiet 12-year-old girl with messy braids and oversized glasses. She never spoke much. She never looked anyone in the eye. Even when the instructor asked her to demonstrate moves, her hands shook, her voice barely whispered. Most of the kids whispered about her behind her back. She doesn't belong here, she's too shy, she can't even throw a punch. Maya heard it all, but she never defended herself. She just tucked her chin lower and stayed invisible. That's when it happened. Eric, the dojo's star student, a 17-year-old black belt known for his arrogance, smirked as he glanced at her. His friends gathered around, sensing his mischief. "Hey, coach," Eric said loudly, making sure everyone heard. "Why don't we let Maya spar today? She's been hiding in the corner too long. Let's see what she's got." The room erupted in laughter. Maya's face burned red, her chest tightened and her knees wobbled. She wanted to vanish, but the instructor, trying to encourage her, nodded. "All right, Maya," he said gently, "just try your best, don't be afraid." Eric bowed with exaggerated mockery, grinning at his friends. "Don't worry, little one, I'll go easy on you." Maya's heart pounded so loudly she thought the whole room could hear it. She wasn't just fighting Eric. She was fighting every cruel whisper, every mocking laugh, every time she had been overlooked in life. And in that moment, something inside her clicked. The match began. Eric moved lazily, circling her, putting on a show for the others. He threw playful jabs, expecting Maya to flinch. And she did, at first. The dojo filled with laughter again. But then, Maya remembered something her father once told her before he passed away. "Courage doesn't mean you're not afraid, Maya. It means you move forward, even when you are." Her breathing steadied, her eyes narrowed, and then her body moved. Eric swung a light kick toward her side, but Maya blocked it perfectly. The laughter in the room stopped for a second. Eric frowned, surprised. He struck again, this time harder. Maya dodged, her footwork sharp and controlled. Gasps filled the air. "Whoa, what just happened?" someone whispered. Eric's smirk faded. He threw a punch fast. Maya's instincts took over. She stepped in, twisted her hips, and countered with a precise strike right into his chest. The impact echoed. Eric staggered back. The dojo went silent. "Lucky hit," Eric muttered, trying to laugh it off, but his confidence was crumbling. He charged at her again. This time Maya didn't hesitate. She ducked under his punch, swept her leg, and before anyone could blink, the black belt was on the floor, flat on his back. The silence was deafening. Then slowly one student began to clap, another joined, and then the whole dojo erupted in cheers, not for Eric, but for Maya. Tears welled in her eyes, not because she hurt him, but because for the first time in her life she was seen, truly seen. Eric sat up, rubbing his back, humiliation burning on his face, but even he couldn't deny it. He stood, bowed to her, and whispered just loud enough for her to hear, "You're stronger than I thought." Maya bowed back, her cheeks wet with tears, not of sadness, but of pride. From that day forward, no one called her weak. No one laughed when she stepped on the mat. She was no longer the shy little girl hiding in the corner. She was Maya, the girl who taught everyone that courage can silence a room and strength often hides behind the quietest hearts. And in the dojo, they never forgot the day the black belt's joke backfired, when he found himself staring up at the ceiling while the shy little girl stood tall above him. Sometimes life underestimates the quiet ones, but remember, strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers until the moment it shakes the world.